Does it clamp on?
I have to adjust the clamper thing underneath.
You have to replace the seal, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the whole thing apart, replace the glass. I think the back one is okay, but I know this one and the other side is. This one is actually an aftermarket by Dino Plastics.
Just do the carbon fiber overlay. Hey buddy, long time no see. You being a good boy? So what's the alignment? What's the way it lies?
I think so. It's also missing like. But you have to like wiggle the top. I was trying to test it.
Ooh. Got an update on this car. The engine was stolen. And now
Well, you know what? This thing is up.
the top is on. Just kidding. This guy's rebuilding the engine. It's right here. Everything brand new. It's got new piston rings. The cylinder walls are honed. The head is resurfaced. The block too. This is just freshly painted. And this man just picked up this hardtop here today. It's looking pretty good.
One part is broken. Like the one hook is always bent.
Oh, you just have to bend it back?
I tried to bend it, but it came off. It was just old and rusty.
These hooks, both ends.
But you know what? I actually have I have better hooks up there. See that one right there?
Oh yeah.
So that's, I'm just gonna grab that.
That's the rag top, huh?
Yeah.
So as you can see, these are brand new seats. It was done by this man here with his two buff arms and his skillful hands and sewing machine. In the back of this, ooh, excellent. It's looking real good. Let's feel this leather here. Vinyl or leather. And there's this sewing machine there. Is that the sewing machine you use?
This one, yeah.
Oh man. So what's the difference between a regular sewing machine and this?
So that one is that one will do like denim the most.
Denim, like pretty heavy duty, right?
Yeah, heavy. Yeah, I mean like jeans, nothing like super thick, but this one will do it. I use that one more for like hats, like something like more like patches, really.
Oh. What, that one over there? It's electric or it's like manual?
That one's manual. You gotta like hand crank it. There's a crank on the other side.
Oh.
This one you could, I guess, manually crank it too. But I actually swapped the motor with this one. It's an electric motor. It is a Tesla motor.
Wait, did you see the gifts yesterday at the house? Camila got a Tesla.
Oh, I didn't get
those
to
Tesla cars.
Like a RC one, the one that you were using.
She could sit on it. There's like a steering wheel, but I don't think it's electric. You just have to use your feet to go forward. Oh, here's a transmission. Are you doing anything to this, or just
yeah, I already fixed all the seals.
the seals?
Yeah, new seals in the rear, front.
Do they have bushings, or you don't?
Yeah, I have the bushings replaced. I already have that as well.
And you have
I had to fix all the reverse
plugs.
sensors and all that.
And
There's new seals in the front too, in gaskets.
oh, this is the center console here. All the interior parts.
This is the head.
Oh, check out this surface. Oh. So what's the trick to this when you resurface it?
It's not really the best method, but you know, if you're on a budget and don't want to spend a lot of money.
What do you do?
Basically, get something like this or a glass. You put you know, big sheets of
Sandpaper.
Sandpaper, and then you just flip the thing upside down, and then you just, you know, kind of grind it over and over, and it's good to like rotate it so that way it's an even. And then you gotta use like a feel gauge to check for warpage. You gotta use like a straight edge.
Alright.
But you have to make sure that the
Tiles like 100% flat.
Yeah, exactly. I had to go to Home Depot and bring in like this thing and kind of test it, and you know, there's a certain amount of warpage you could use, but this was like really good.
Like the flattest one you found.
Yeah.
Alright.
And this is only like, I think, $7.
$7 plus a bunch of sandpaper.
But if you buy a
Well, what's the sandpaper grit you have to use?
I started off with 150, and then I went up to 220, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, this hardtop looks pretty cool. Yeah, so 220.
Yeah, I'll have to take off all the rivets. Maybe I can do like a leather or vinyl wrap.
Yeah. Huh.
But it just depends on, I guess, how long it like.
But I think if you vinyl wrap, you have to smooth it out, or it won't stick to anything that's not smooth.
Mm-hmm. The other option is to use truck bed liner.
Oh, that rough texture, huh?
Yeah, since it's already like a rough texture.
Yeah, that's true.
And
it looks good, and it'll be less work.
Yeah.
Wonder if you could make the glass from a circle to like a triangle.
Jen likes the circle. She said it reminds her of a submarine.
yeah. It's so random how they made that circle. It's like doom, and then.
Well, actually, the original hardtop, it's, see how it's flat right here. The original kind of comes out and it wraps around.
Oh.
So it looks a lot cleaner. It looks more like the side profile looks a lot more smoother.
They call like the streamline look.
Yeah, this one has like a hard drop, but the other one is kind of like. But it's also really expensive.
I think there's a company that makes all these old British car with that same.
No, there was one. It's called like Smoothline.
Yeah.
But they went out of business.
With that circle glass in the back, they all look like that.
They do make a hardtop for like the MGB. That's very similar to this.
Put a speaker here. 8-inch subwoofer.
Yeah, you get to see how high.
This is about 60% there. Once the motor's done, it can be put back in. Engine bay's painted, and the rest of the body's gonna get painted.
It's gonna be during the summer. I'm gonna tape up this whole area and buy a gun. But making progress. I'm hoping to have it running by April, end of April.
Nice. Yeah, you're not too far from there. Did they ever send you those new rings for the pistons?
They did, but the thing is, I guess I didn't know. I was learning as I was going. But
Paletero is here. Let's see.
But if you look over here, the gas is way too low. Yeah, all this is pretty good. I still gotta clean it up one more time.
Yeah. Got all the gunk out. What do you use to clean it off? Just like brake cleaner?
Yeah, just brake cleaner. Brake cleaner, and then after that, you gotta. This thing is very prone to like the cylinders are very prone to rust right away. Like it rusts is really
Oh, because it's like cast iron, right?
yeah. So what I do is I once I clean it, I just kind of wet WD-40 and just wipe it around.
Just use some bacon grease. That's what I use on my cast iron at home.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that trick.
Or I spray like a layer of avocado oil and wipe it with some.
I was actually gonna start on my brake lines.
Oh yeah. Do you have the cramp tool that cramps the lines?
Yeah, this one.
How much does that cost?
Dude, not even expensive at all. That's why I was like, dude, if it's not that expensive, I'm not gonna buy it. I mean, they do sell it for like 150, but I bought like the cheaper one since it gets the job done, you know. If I was to do this as a professional, I would get like a more expensive part, but this is just a hobby, so sometimes the tool you use is, you know, it's just good enough to do it once or twice.
Oh, that's that wheel. That's
a cutter. Then you use this, you put it in there, and then you put one of this thing to do your flares. But yeah, I gotta figure out how it's done actually.
Did you have to replace the whole brake line from front to back?
Yeah, I figured why not. I mean, if I'm gonna change one thing, I'd rather, because it was leaking. It was leaking a lot right here.
Oh yeah, that part always leaks.
Yeah, this part was leaking because I think, well, I'm pretty sure it was leaking from here. That's why you see that red thing. I put Permatex, like a Permatex that doesn't leak. But yeah,
see, so you got some battle scars on your arm.
Oh yeah.
Is that from reaching too deep in the engine bay?
Yeah, when it's hot and you just gotta pull it out real good.